After a wild offseason episode last time, Coach Mayo signed a 5-year extension to stay in Huntington with the Thundering Herd, and James Fuqua is coming back to defend his national title, and I know he wants to hoist some hardware himself. After a huge offseason of training, he is up 5 overall to a 96 and ready to ball out in Season 5. Welcome back to the series. I am Kimbroplays. Let's go. If you missed the episode last week, I encourage you to check it out. A ton happened, and there may have been no bigger news than Marshall officially joining the ACC. We are now a Power 5 school and find ourselves in the most competitive conference in college football in this alternate universe. Here's a quick look at our schedule with today's matchup on the road at number 17. Washington. That's our big non-conference game this season. Coach Mayo got a considerable boost from winning the title last year and is now up to a level 27. We'll put one more into his pipeline skill, reducing the number of players needed from a state to make it a pipeline. Former defensive coordinator Anthony Palmer somehow is taking over for Nick Saban at Bama. I'm still completely shocked by that. So Mike Houston, a level 21, is in at defensive coordinator, and he's going to give this defense a big boost. Skip Holtz was our offensive coordinator for 2 years. He's taken over at UCLA. So Kevin Barbay, a level 10 coach, is now leading this offense. Coach Barbay brings us a one-back playbook, so Fuqua is going to have a lot more time under center and from the pistol, a little bit less in shotgun, but we will make sure there are still plenty of chances for those design quarterback runs and zone reads. On D, Coach Houston brings in a 4-3 multiple system, and right now we don't have the linebacker depth to fully deploy his defense, so we will likely have to continue to sprinkle in some extra safeties into the mix. As we finish up the preseason stuff, I want to quickly show you what we're looking like for recruiting this year. Marshall finished the last 2 recruiting cycles number 7 and number 2 in the country respectively, so it's important as they move into the ACC that they maintain that momentum on the trail. In terms of team needs this year, we are on the hunt for some important pieces on offense. Another quarterback of the future, a halfback, and at least 2 wideouts. So we will need to find some serious talent at the skill positions. Defensively, from a numbers perspective, there are no needs, but as we just mentioned, linebacker is going to be a priority position for us moving forward in this new system, and we have got to continue to bolster this secondary with playmakers. We'll dive a little more into recruiting later in the episode. As we move through to opening week of college football, Marshall comes in just outside the top 10 at number 12. It feels a little low for the defending champions who are going to bring back their starting quarterback, but it's fine. Just more motivation for the boys. But I do feel like we are right there in the mix, a B+ team overall, A- on offense, and a B on defense. Miami and Clemson, our new ACC foes, come in at number 4 and number 7. Preseason Heisman watch list, and James Fuqua is in the mix. Early odds makers have him second behind Kamar Wheaton and just ahead of quarterback of the year last season, Sawyer Robertson, and we also see Drake May on the list as well. We didn't get love from the polls, but there is a little bit of love from the preseason All-American teams. Aiden Hubbard, Jermaine Johnson, and Rasheed Price from the defensive line all make the list, as well as defending Thorpe Award winner Josh Hardiman at safety, and on the second team, David Watkins and Eric Love at corner, as well as Malcolm Folk at free safety, although we really know he's a linebacker, and Kevin Hayes makes the list. 8 players total on both teams. Marshall's going to be in the Atlantic Division of the ACC, alongside the likes of Clemson, Florida State, and more. And for longtime watchers of the series, you know that we've taken on NC State, Louisville, Clemson in a semi, and Boston College in previous seasons. So there's lots of history already within our division opponents. On the coastal side, North Carolina, who's replacing Mac Brown, remember, and Miami are the 2 top dogs. We'll also keep an eye on what kind of noise West Virginia can make, as they, along with Marshall, are the 2 newest teams in the ACC. Marshall is still a really tough team to beat at home. The Joan is the smallest stadium inside the top 10, but the Marshall fans get rowdy for their herd. A+ grade according to the game, and we still sport the longest active home win streak at 25 in a row. Some top early season matchups. Number 1 Florida takes on new SEC foe number 10 Oklahoma. So the Sooners are going to get a quick introduction to what that conference is all about. And the same thing is happening in the Big Ten. Woeful and rebuilding Michigan State is going to battle newcomer number 5 USC in the Big Ten opener. Those games are big, but arguably the biggest game of the weekend is our matchup. Number 12 Marshall on the road, defending their national championship against a possibly overrated number 17 Washington. Our boy Lee looking a little traitorous. He likes Washington in this one. They come in with a B- overall rating, but they're B+ on offense and a C+ on defense. One thing that could equalize the talent in this game is the weather. And wouldn't you know it, in Seattle, Washington, it's raining. Husky Stadium, built in 1920, seats 70,000 people. It's the host for this one. The Huskies were consensus national champions one time in 1991, and it's a very solid program that they run out in the Pacific Northwest. A long history of success at the next level includes NFL Hall of Famer Warren Moon, longtime NFL QB Mark Brunell, Buda Baker, Vita Vea, Danny Shelton, Will Dissly, Byron Murphy, Shaq Thomas, just to name a few recent NFLers. But two of my favorite former Husky notables are comedian Joel McHale, who played tight end in the early 90s, and former NBA player Nate Robinson, who was a cornerback in 2002. Super cool to see those little facts. Washington won the toss, elected to kick it, and Marshall is going to get the ball first. Eric Love taking over for Knowledge McDaniel gets the first return. He's unable to get to the 20, and here comes true senior, James Fuqua. 1st and 10 from about the 18. Fuqua dropping back, now into a scramble, sprinting out left, looking downfield. He's going to look, and he finds Tommy Chambers. Fighting off a tackle, he's across midfield. 43-yard reception. Tommy Chambers hooking up with James Fuqua on the first play of the season. Pass protection held up pretty well. Unfortunately, we had all of our routes working to the right, and we just couldn't find anybody open, and it required an extension of the play to make it happen. Fuqua across his body delivers a strike, and we are already in business. 1st and 10 across midfield on the second play. It's inside give to Ethan Payne, our new starter at running back. 21-yard rush as he takes over for Rasheen Ali. 1st and 10, we're already inside the red zone. It's a zone read keeper. Fuqua finds some space. He's got 11 yards. 1st and goal from the 8. We're going to turn and give to Ethan Payne, who powers over a linebacker at the 3-yard line. And Ethan Payne rumbles his way into the end zone. He's always been behind Rasheen Ali in this system, but that's a statement carry to start his starter career. And oh my goodness, a D-cleater at the 3. Marshall's got the lead. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yikes. The defending champs come out and score in 4 plays and prove they are ready to go. I love to see it. Sam Adams gets 5 yards on 1st down. Now Holland is going to use his legs. He's going to slide down and get the 1st. Now out to the 40. It's a quick toss to the sideline, finding Jalen Polk, but there's David Watkins. No gain on that one. 2nd and 10. It's a wildcat formation, giving right to Barber, who's got a lane. Mario Sanders slows him up, but he's got 18 yards. Nate Barber, wearing the number 45, getting out on the edge. Now 1st and 10, turning around, giving to Adams. It's a short pickup. He breaks a tackle. He's got 6. 2nd and 4. 7-step drop for Holland, looking across the middle, and it's dropped by his tight end. Woo! The rain might have caused that one. Now a 3rd and 4. Holland, well protected. Protection stays in there, and oh my gosh, Watkins. We user control Watkins. We try to hold triangle and make a play on the ball, and he never animates. 1st down. You know what? I'm not so sure that ball was even caught. We're just going to go ahead and use a coach's challenge. I know it's early. Watching that in real time, I didn't think so. It looks like maybe he had a toe still on the ground. I think we're going to lose this one.
The ruling on the field stands.
Yeah, bummer. Timeout lost. We lose our first challenge of the year. Now at the 20-yard line, I think looking for the fade route, maybe a throwaway. Either way, it's incomplete on 1st. I know that Polk was in the area, but I'm not sure, and that one was definitely a throwaway. 2 wasted plays quickly to 3rd and 10, and they're looking to set up the screen. Adams slowed up by Folk and then met by Daniels. The Marshall D tightens up inside the red zone. And that's going to force Washington to kick it, and it's true. Right down the middle. They get on the board as well. 7-3 is our score. Good bounce-back drive from Washington. And Marshall again going to start inside their 20 as we're not getting the kick return game going, but hey, there's Tommy Chambers continuing his hot streak. He's got 11 yards and a 1st. 2nd and 6 after a short run on 1st down. Fuqua escapes the pocket, is going to get wrangled down. We got to be careful. And sure enough, James Fuqua is going to stay down. He's injured. That thrusts Cam Fancher into the game on 3rd and 3. The lefty, redshirt senior, slipping at the top of his drop. He gets it across the middle to William Matthews, who's got the 1st. Now we're going to turn and give to Ethan Payne. We'll try to keep an eye. Back spasms for James Fuqua. Cam Fancher, an 89 overall. Let's go ahead and play it safe. It's the first game of the year. 2nd and 6, giving to Payne again. He's fighting for yards. He's got 7 and a 1st down. Cam Fancher, 89 overall, more than capable of a backup. As a matter of fact, he's looking deep on this one. Chancellor Bright squeezes this 47-yard touchdown reception, and Cam Fancher says, I got it, boys. Are you kidding me? What a ball. I mean, we've ran this play so many times in the last couple seasons with Chancellor Bright, but look at this throw. Standing on his own 45, straddling the line, Cam Fancher, the lefty, loads this up, and it is on a dime to the 2-yard line. Holy cow. Yo, if I knew Cam Fancher had that in him, maybe he would have been pushing for playing time a little more. My goodness, what a ball. Marshall up 14-3. And it's quickly to 3rd and 4 for Holland as he finds Polk again. 2 receptions already on this drive for Polk. It was a really good strike over the middle to convert. 7-step drop for Holland. Under pressure, and he's going to get drugged down. Really nice play there by Rasheed Price. 2nd and 20, Ranchinelli going to get the end around, and look at that. Aiden Hubbard swallows that one up as he gets off the block and brings him down for the TFL, setting them up with a 3rd and 22 over the middle, and this one's dropped. Really nice coverage on the play by Young. We get the ball back after the punt. We start at the 30, which feels like midfield after how we've started this game with possessions. 8 yards on the keeper for Fuqua. 2nd and 2. Fuqua getting the ball out of his hands quickly. This one's going to be intercepted, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I hit the wrong button. 100% of the time did I think that this ball should go to the flat where Brennan Armstrong is standing still. Jacob Presley, the linebacker in zone, is going to scoop this up, but I wanted to go out to the sideline. I'm so used to Armstrong being R1. He was X on this play. I really wanted to be super clean with Fuqua this year, and I hit the wrong button in the first quarter of the first game. Holland, all day, launching. This one's underthrown, and Polk is there. Jalen Polk, man coverage all the way downfield. Josh Hardiman's out there with him, and he's right there. But as he turns around, the ball is underthrown, and they have it inside the 3-yard line. Well, that helps. False start on Washington. 1st and goal from about the 7. Counter to Adams, looking for space, and hey, there's true freshman Corey Brown on the tackle. Nice play by Brown. 2nd and goal as they look to do the toss. And look at this play. That's Young, the new starting middle linebacker. True sophomore making a nice play in the run game. 3rd and goal under pressure. Holding it too long. Aiden Hubbard and the boys get home. This is really nice work by Hubbard. And honestly, this is just bad by Holland. No one's open. He decides to hold it, and he's going to take the pain. They come out with the field goal, and it just leaks on him. Beautiful. Washington gonna miss this one wide left as we get our first studio update. Oklahoma, number 10, winning in the first quarter at Florida. Fuqua and the boys have it back as Ethan Payne stiff arms somebody at the line of scrimmage. Short pickup on 2nd down. That leaves us with a 3rd and 1 as we go back to Payne up the middle. Fuqua, 1st and 10. Well protected as they send 5 at us as we get outside the pocket again, and there's John Bass. Welcome back, John Bass, our senior wide receiver, opted to come back, from the NFL draft, and he gets his first reception of the year. 30-plus yards for John Bass, and on 2nd and 8 after a short pickup, there's a Tommy Chambers dart. Love that throw to the sideline. Tight little window. Now Fuqua under pressure, looking for Bright on the jump ball, and it's intercepted. No way. I'm telling you, 10 out of 10 times, I'm throwing this up to Chancellor Bright at 6'4", and he's making the play. Somehow, that one's going to get intercepted. That one feels a little cheesy. I don't know. Didn't love that one. Don't love this as Samuel Adams just rumbles after the interception for 20. My goodness. Holland in the shotgun, looking deep right, and he's going to overthrow his target. He's now 50% passing on 6 of 12 in the first quarter. Now looking back left. Oh, it's going to get dropped. The water hands are still here. That one wasn't on him. That was a good throw. 3rd and 10. 5 minutes left in the second quarter as they're going to break a tackle, and there's Ryan Young. The true sophomore is going to get his first sack of his career now. Really nice job. Folk should have had him in the backfield, but Young finally stays with it and brings him down. And that forces them to punt, so Marshall's got it back. Looking left this time on the short run to Payne. 2nd and 7. Pressure look. Pressure coming. Fuqua slips. Now gets out of the pocket left. Dodges a tackle, and he's got some space. Across the 50, he's out of bounds after 18 yards. Short pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 8 as we go back to Payne for consecutive carries. 5 yards on this one. That's going to leave us with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. It's a play action. Fuqua escaping left again as everyone is covered. We're not getting anybody open. Fuqua jukes. He fumbles. Luckily, it goes out of bounds, and he's not hurt. This one was coming back anyway. That's a hold. It was 3rd and 3. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a huge deal, but we just have to go execute another play, and we do. Tommy Chambers on the reception as we go right back to him. 4 catches for 71 yards in the first half. Really nice job by Tommy Chambers. Ethan Payne's going backwards. TFL. That was Jacob Presley who made the interception. Fuqua this time on 2nd and 12 finds Matthews on the slant. He's got 8 yards, and it's a short 3rd down upcoming as they do a nice job on press coverage on the left side, but Chancellor Bright on the slant from the right side is going to convert. Now 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Fuqua up the seam. Brennan Armstrong is there, and he rumbles into the end zone. True sophomore, leading receiver from last season, the tight end threat, Brennan Armstrong over the middle. You just can't really do this. Zone coverage from a linebacker. Nobody runs with him up the middle of the field. That's just pitch and catch. Too easy. Marshall, touchdown. 21-3 is our score as Marshall starting to extend their lead. And on 1st down, all the momentum is in our favor as Washington takes a timeout. Really surprised they did that. 2nd and 19, we bring pressure. It's going to get home, but he barely gets it away. Holland, incomplete, almost disaster. Incomplete, so the clock stops. Now they run it on 3rd and 19. Really nice job by Kerryon Martin. We're going to hit the timeout button. So, with 1:35 to go in the first half, Marshall with only 1 timeout, they're going to get the ball back. It's Casey Smith, the backup running back, again taking over for Knowledge. That's a nice little 20-yard return, 181 yards and a touchdown, but 2 turnovers in the first half for Fuqua. 27. On the other side of the 50, Ethan Payne gets the handoff going right. We do have the timeout, and we've got a little time. We do rush to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 4. Really nice play here. William Matthews, it opens up for him. 13 yards. We're still going to go no huddle as Fuqua changes the play. Sweep right out of shotgun for Payne. Juking nicely upfield. Gets drugged down. He's short of the first, so we got to continue to hurry up. 2nd and 1. 35 seconds and counting. Fuqua, zone read, giving it inside to Payne. He's got the first. Clock will stop as we're now 1st and goal from the 6. 22 seconds to go. Fuqua, shotgun, protection falling apart. He scrambles out to the left side, and they lose track of him, and he's going to waltz in. 6-yard touchdown with 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Marshall going to get their 4th score. Even though it's been sloppy, you got to be happy with a 28-3 lead going into halftime. We talk about it all the time. Fuqua's too good of an athlete. You can't leave him. You got to spy him when you get down here in the red zone. Really nice work by QB to bounce back. And that is our halftime score, 28-3. Marshall taking a commanding lead into halftime. Was not our best half of football, but I'll take that result for sure any day. 200 yards passing to just 81 for Washington, 135 yards on the ground to just 27, so the run D looking stout. We double them up on time of possession, and this game really could be out of hand if we didn't have the 2 turnovers. Washington with the ball to start the 3rd quarter. From their 25, Holland in shotgun, instantly looks to run, and he's going to go down. That's a Kerryon Martin sack as we have a new wrinkle where we line him up as a defensive end. Love to see that. 2nd and 15, Holland, miscommunication with his wideout. This one's long and out of bounds. That's going to leave him with a quick 3rd and 15. Let's see, Holland over the middle to Hunter, breaks a tackle, fights off the tackle from Folk and Sanders. He's across the 35 out to the midfield stripe. Are you kidding me? What a beast. A flag is down. We'll check on the penalty. Woo, we dodge a bullet. This one's coming back. So a 3rd and 25 now from their own 15. Holland standing in there too long, and he's going to go down. Rasheed Price with another sack. This one could have also been devastating as he has his 3rd of the day. Nice little spin move on the center, and that's easy pickings on that quarterback as he's somehow able to stay out of the end zone. Abrams on to punt. He gets this one away just barely in the back of the end zone. Smith's going to field it on the logo. Spins upfield. He's got 12 yards, and Marshall's in business. Already across the 40-yard line. Sweep right. Payne cuts it back left. He's got 5 on 1st down. 2nd and 5. First possession of the 3rd quarter for Marshall. 5 more yards for Payne, and he's going to convert the 1st. Now, looking as they send 4. Fuqua under pressure, and this was really well defended. Completely a coverage sack as we look to escape. That sets us back pretty bad. 2nd and 21, but this opens up nicely for Payne as he stumbles backwards. A more manageable 3rd and 13. Fuqua drifting back, looking left to Tommy Chambers, and no way! Presley, the linebacker, with his 2nd interception on the day as he returns this out to the 40. That's our 3rd turnover so far, and this guy's got 2 picks. I'm not gonna lie, this does not feel like it's on us. When I go to throw this ball, he has no clue that this ball is coming, and he turns around and makes a heck of a play. Son of a gun. 3 turnovers for Marshall and counting as on 1st down. Holland cannot get any help from any wideout. That's dropped. 2nd and 10. Holland. We send 4. He's back, dancing, gonna look deep over the middle, and it's underthrown. Kenneth Daniels on the INT, so Marshall gets the pickup from its defense as Kenneth returns this one out. Really nice play by Daniels, but there's another flag. Roughing the passer. Let's check in on this one. Oh, no. No, Price gets locked in an animation and just runs over the quarterback. 15-yard penalty and the ball back. Holland on the run out to the sideline, hits Ranchinelli as he gets bumped out of bounds, but he's got 18. That penalty is a backbreaker to our defense. We had it. We had the ball back. And it opens up again. Grant over the middle, weaving and cutting. 27 yards for Billy Grant. He's down inside the 3. First and goal, easy. Fullback dive to Todd Lucas, and they're in. First touchdown on the board as we have another studio update checking in again on the Oklahoma game. They continue to lead 21-17 as they get closer to halftime in that one. Gosh, that drive sucks. We had the turnover, we had the ball back, and then unfortunately the penalty extends it. That's a 2nd and 5 run. Now it's a 3rd and 5 play as we find Armstrong wide open, and somehow he drops it. The water making its presence felt in this one. Marshall punts it, and the momentum, I feel like, is shifting to the Huskies. Slowly but surely as they try to get it going. 1-yard run for Adams on first down, comes back with a 12-yarder on second down. As they creep ever closer to midfield, Folk, Ranchinelli with another drop. I'm losing count of how many times that ball is getting dropped by receivers. 2nd and 10 now. Abrams working it left, gets hit. He has 6. 3rd and 4 as the motion man comes across. As they give it to Abrams, really nice job. Corey Brown again on a nice tackle. Gonna leave him with a 4th and 3, and they run the fake. Abrams, well protected, standing in there all day looking, and throws a dart to Sanchez. Are you kidding me? 16-yard reception. Look at that throw. That's better than Holland, their quarterback, can do. They convert the 4th down fake punt. What world am I living in? What did I just see? As Adams breaks it open for a 20-yarder. My goodness, man. The penalty, the fake punt, they just continue to extend drives on some cheap stuff, and I'm really getting annoyed. 1st and goal from the 8. Hey, they help us out there. That's a false start. Backing them up. Now, giving left to Adams as Hardiman does a nice job ranging over and making the tackle. That's going to leave him with a 2nd goal from the 11, but Adams on the counter gets the edge, and he's in. 12-yard touchdown run. Samuel Adams the 2nd into the end zone, and I'm annoyed. Back-to-back scoring drives for Washington on cheap plays. As we get another studio update, what is it this time? Michigan State 31-28 as they lead on number 5 USC late in the 3rd. The ensuing kickoff, Washington creeping their way back into this game. Smith from his end zone returns it out right, has a little seam across the 30, 35, 40. Back jukes, finding more space. He's across the 40. Nice 46-yard return. Washington giving up a ton of yards, but they've got 3 interceptions to keep them in it. Fuqua, we got to protect the ball as we give it to Payne. Up the middle, he's got 6. 2nd and 4 as the 3rd quarter winds down. Fuqua under pressure, finally gets it away, but Ethan Payne's got a short pickup. They say it's 1. It might not have been anything. 3rd and 4 upcoming. As Fuqua stands in there, good throw over the middle. Tommy Chambers with another catch. Marshall across midfield now, giving it up the middle as it breaks open for Payne again as he rumbles forward. He's got 12. Blitz coming as we set the protection. Fuqua under pressure, somehow scrambles, gets outside on the edge. Across his body, it's incomplete. A flag is down. What's this for? Roughing the passer. Interesting. Fuqua does the fake, gets outside, throws across his body, and they say it's on number 90 there for hitting him late. I don't know. That one was a little weak, but I'll take it. We'll get one back as they got a cheapy one on us. As we are across the 7-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Looking left, Lou Walker in the end zone. He drops it as the case of the dropsies hits us now. Oh, that hurts. Lou Walker could have had his first career touchdown. 3rd and 3. Back of the end zone. Chancellor Bright. He doesn't fight for the ball. It's intercepted. As this guy continues to fight, can we bring him down? We do. There's a flag down again. Okay, this is getting a little wild. Another roughing the passer. Let's check this one out on the replay. Fuqua lets it go, and this guy takes a couple steps. I think that one was a little more valid than the last one. but Fuqua is saved from his 4th interception of the day. Very next play, 2 yards as we keep it on the ground. Ethan Payne into the end zone. Man, oh man, that drive. Well, okay, we're a little even. We get one back and put it on the board. 35-17 as Marshall gets a little more breathing room. Holland on first down, flipping it out late to the sideline. Adams on the check down has nothing. 2nd and 10. Holland standing in there looking right. Keys coming back for it. He gets hit out of the bounds hard. Flag down. No. Stop it, game. Okay, right after this, we're turning the settings down. That's way too many. This one was on Stratton. I think that's another good late hit. That one probably was valid. Too many of those in today's game. We're going to have to tinker with that. As they come back on the next play, Malcolm Folk, really nice job covering the tight end on the corner route. 2nd and 10, 6 minutes to go in the 4th. Holland looking left. Hunter gets it and gets smoked. Really nice tackle by Malcolm Folk as he makes back-to-back big plays for us. Leaves him with a 3rd and 10. As the pressure comes, flips it underneath to Ranchinelli. He's going to be just short as he fought for yardage. 4th and inches upcoming. Well, at the 5-minute mark, down a few scores, this feels like a huge play. Holland in the pocket, well protected, now under pressure, flips it late out to the sideline, and Polk drops it. Eric Love was in the neighborhood, probably made him distracted, but it's another drop and a big turnover on downs for Marshall as Washington really in trouble now. Really good run there by Payne for 6. Another short pickup on 2nd down. 3rd and 2, Fuqua out the back door as he keeps it on the quarterback keeper. Gets chipped out of bounds, but it's 24 yards and a really nice play for Marshall to keep this going. 1st and 10, just outside the red zone. Sweeping left to Casey Smith. Now the backup running back as he gets 17. He almost scored. Really nice run there. And Marshall at 3 minutes left is set up inside the 5. Fuqua looking, running, flipping it back across the middle. Brendan Armstrong, 2nd TD on the day as Marshall adds on to their lead. It's going to be 42-17, and this is easy. Just hooks up in the middle of the end zone, waiting for people to clear. Brendan Armstrong hauls this one in. His 2nd score on the day. Into the 3rd quarter. Oklahoma still 35-27. 3 minutes left exactly as Holland and Adams trying to do something. Folk, TFL. 2nd and 13 as they are running out of time quickly. Holland looking left. Mario Sanders should have had the INT. Really good coverage by him. And this is pretty much it. 3rd and 13, 2:34 to go. Holland in shotgun under pressure, flipping it late to Keys. He's inbounds, but well short. They punt it. We run out the clock, and that is a GG. Marshall, top 25 win on the road in the rain. It was not always pretty, but the defending champs get it done in opening week as Ethan Payne is our player of the game. Some definite sloppiness in game 1 from the defending champs, but the D locks it down until the offense could clean it up. Marshall wins 42-17. Ethan Payne in his first start, 147, 2 scores, player of the game. Really nice job by him in wet conditions. Marshall able to rack up 459 yards of total offense, 226 to 233 ground to air ratio, so very well balanced. 80% touchdown conversion rate in the red zone, and a 23-minute to 13-minute advantage in time of possession. So a lot to like in this game, but James Fuqua, 3 interceptions is a stain on this performance for sure. One absolutely on me. I hit the wrong receiver icon button, but the other 2, I'm not so sure. Sam Adams runs for 85 yards and a score. Presley, the linebacker, looked really good. 6 tackles, a TFL, and 2 picks. Payne, as we mentioned, had a good game, and Rasheed Price picks up where he left off last season. 3 sacks on opening day. Love to see it. As we advance through to week 3, Coach Barbay already gets his boost up to a level 11 now, and it's time to talk early recruiting. Last few years, we have worked really hard to upgrade Coach Mayo's instant commit perks, and I'm going to tell you, it's paying off early in the season for us here. 4-star, number 6 defensive end in the country, Jarrell Alston is ready to shut down his recruitment already. 6'6", 250 from Ohio is a dream start to this cycle. He had us at the top of his list coming into this season, and as soon as we offered, he pulled the trigger. We hadn't even scouted him yet, and the news gets better. Up 2 points to a 78 overall, and he's the perfect 4-3 edge for our future. 83 strength, 86 finesse move, 84 tackle. He's going to be a run-stopping machine. Love this pickup. But there's more. 3-star safety Gavin Walker instant commits as well. Definitely a depth piece. The number 27 strong safety from Massachusetts. Only a 64 overall, but I like his size, and he might be able to develop into a starter someday. Who knows? And then lastly, Byron Mann. He's going to be our 3rd instant commit of the first 2 weeks of this season. He's a 4-star, the number 4 outside linebacker from Alaska. It shows that he's a -5 bust, 69 overall, but we are a team that is desperate for help at linebacker. The agility at 60 seems to be the only hole in his game, as he can run, he has good block shed, he has good zone coverage, both already at 75. I think he's going to be fine, especially as we're looking to build up the depth in that linebacker room. An absolutely awesome start to season 5. Big road win in sloppy conditions and some sloppy play from us. We overcome that and move on, get the dub. 3 recruits already added, including an impact defensive lineman to start this cycle. I love it. Heck of an episode. Thank you guys for the love and support on this series. Remember, if you're interested in becoming a member of this channel, I'd love to have you. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.